So today we're watching What Drug Makes the Best Music by Uncle Judy. Never watched one of his videos before, so let's get into it.
Addiction and music creation. Sitting in a tree. Kissing. I'm curious about a lot of things. We have so much documentation of musicians doing various drugs. All of these various drugs have different psychological effects on your brain and probably your songwriting. I want to know which one of these hard drugs makes the best music. Cocaine's a weird one. Because you'd think it'd
Yeah. Wait,
like
what does he say?
80s hair metal and bass shit and speed and tightness and
Yes, that's what you would think, yes. If you would think of like a rocker being on coke, what type of music they would it would be like Motley Crue, which they did, I'm pretty sure, take a lot of coke. So
high-pitched noises. No, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. This is the Coke album. Stevie Nicks has stated that there was coke everywhere in the studio when they recorded this album, and apparently this right here is the sound of cocaine. Kind of a letdown, right? I'm taking my hat off because the
I wouldn't say like a letdown, but because it's like a slower song he's talking about, but like it's a good song. I do really like that song. I would say I'm not mad about that song. I love that song. So I just wanted to mention my favorite song on that album is The Chain. I really like that song. Also is my favorite song that they made. I'll just play part of it right here. Also I do feel like that song has more of a coke vibe than Dreams also. Like this is like
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life.
But yeah, I love that song. Just wanted to mention that. Let's get in. Oh, and let's get back into the vid. Good song.
shade from that light was all fucky. Here's the thing about coke. You're gonna snort a line, and you're gonna get all these fucking ideas. Oh my god, we should make a song like that. Oh my god, we gotta put a trap beat in a sludge metal song. That would be fucking awesome. And then by the time you even start solving this problem of how to put a trap beat in a sludge metal song, you're not high anymore, and you realize it's a stupid idea. And coke and music don't really go together that well. From what I'm gathering from a lot of stories, coke just seems like you take it because making music and playing music and being on tour, it's tiring, and then you can just do a little
just
snort.
wake up, get energized. You see some bodybuilders doing that stuff.
Snort,
Yeah.
and everything's good all of a sudden. And that's what this album is really. It's a great album overall, but when I listen to Stevie Nicks on this album, there's nothing that screams she was a massive coke addict when they made this album. Toys in the Attic album from Aerosmith.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Like, if you listen to her music, like, you wouldn't get, like, Like, I just listened to her songs, I wouldn't think that she would do coke, But she did a lot
That's
of
a
it.
coke album. They were big on cocaine then. That's the album with Sweet Emotion.
But it's a good-ass album. Good album. Good album. The album, not a letdown. Like, album's good,
on it. Kind of a weird, druggy sounding song, but nothing crazy. I don't think coke really influences songwriting in the first place. We're kind of lob all the psychedelics into the same category. I know that's going to really piss off all the psychedelic douchebags. We all know what a song sounds like when it was
Douchebags. Oh. He has a grudge against psychedelics?
non-psychedelic drugs. It sounds like this. Something like that, right? Very artsy, very droney, long instrumental sections. You get so much atmosphere in these songs, too.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix.
A lot of these songs don't really have like a direction or a destination they're going to. There's not a lot of momentum. They're just kind of hanging in one spot and letting you sit in this atmosphere. When you're on those drugs, you're comfortable just sitting within that atmosphere. You don't need to go anywhere.
I don't know why I said that. Jimi Hendrix. He's good. He's good. Like, what? Of course he's good, bro. What am I talking about?
I'm making stuff up right now. I'm just pulling stuff off the top of my head. The fun thing about psychedelic rock, man, it's so hit or miss.
Also, I am on weed too. Just to mention it, I guess. Yep.
There's really good stuff here that translates over to someone who's not tripping balls, but that's just the surface level psychedelia music stuff. There's really awful music here. I love Pink Floyd more than anything. This album right here, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, you gotta be out of your fucking mind.
He had a big adventure.
So, I've never heard that song.
Amidst the grass, fresh air at last.
Fresh air and glass.
Maybe I'm a poser.
Yeah, that's I wouldn't add that one to the playlist.
For not liking The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, but that's actually the part of the iceberg that doesn't stick out of the water when it comes to psychedelic rock. This is most psychedelic rock. So I don't know if acid and shrooms and peyote are up there on the this drug makes good music list. You know? Motherfucker coming to the studio with an ocarina. Hey, let me get a verse. Stop. Let's stop that, okay? That's actually how they play it, too. They're not playing like a nice ocarina melody. There's beautiful ocarina melodies. They're actually, on some of these psychedelic rock songs, playing it like this. Stop. Stop it.
Ooh, I wouldn't think this would be a good one.
Meth is a weird
Meth,
one. You don't have
like-
a lot of like meth albums or meth bands. It's not like heroin and grunge where it's just everywhere. There's only a few bands that have ever disclosed that they were using meth. And Korn is one of them. Early days of Korn, they
Oh.
were fucking with meth. This is a
I did not know that. I didn't know that.
meth song right here. Yeah, it's pretty close. Sounds
Yeah.
like it.
I would say. I would say that's a. I could see it. Meth song right there.
I think
Like,
the good way to
that's-
look at this is to look at all in.
That's what you would think too, you know? Like, if someone were to make a song using meth, like, it would be something maybe similar to that. You know?
Amphetamines. They're drugs of productivity. They make you get shit done. That doesn't necessarily mean creative. I know there's a connection between Adderall, which is meth, essentially, and making you kind of less creative. So let's see what we got here. Adderall can make some individuals feel less creative by fostering a narrow tunnel vision focus that inhibits free flow.
Yes, I have ADHD, so I was on Adderall. And yeah, I hated it. So I stopped taking my medications in high school, but I just hated it. It made me like it would like how I would like say how Adderall affected me, and I'm assuming a lot of others, is that it would like lessen like my personality and like kind of make you feel like a little numb. You wouldn't like it would like make you less talkative. It would just make you less social, I would say, and dim your personality down.
urgent thinking. I was foaming at the mouth when I was talking there, and I'm sorry it was like getting all fucking gooey in my mouth. This is my
Yeah.
experience. I'm not an expert on anything I'm talking about today, but in my experience, the most creative people I've ever met have been the most ADHD. They're the most, like, bubbly, fucking all over the place kind of people. Have you ever known someone who was like that, and then they start taking Adderall, and they all of a sudden just get like this? I feel like that hinders the creativity.
Yeah, that's
a
what
lot.
you'd be like, and it's like, you just don't want to talk.
Adderall enhances convergent thinking, which is focusing on one correct answer,
Like a zombie.
which is great for task completion, but often opposes the divergent, daydreaming nature of creativity. Studies indicate I'm fucking right. Everything I said a minute ago was right. You want to know a fact from your boy? Adderall is the best drug on the planet. There's nothing better. It's amazing, and I would recommend it. I definitely don't think the best songwriting drug is meth. I really don't.
That would
I'm
be.
reading about it.
There's a lot of good albums that were made with heroin, so that's up there. Alice in Chains, one of my favorite bands. Nirvana 2. Like,
Here, we all know Charlie Parker was a big heroin user, but I didn't know this. In the bebop era, heroin was considered a trademark of the bebop generation, often associated with a hip, anti-establishment lifestyle. This was a trend, like when Joe Rogan got popular and weed was a trend all of a sudden. What the fuck? Musicians have been using heroin for a long time.
I would say we the trend, but Joe Rogan did not start that. It is going on the rise. I will say that. But like, bro, like he does do it, and he made it. I guess he talked about it and like how big his podcasts are and stuff like that. Like he did add less negativity to the drug, but like I wouldn't say he started the trend.
Heroin is a ridiculously manipulative drug. Every single one of you right now has a problem within your life. You have something weighing on.
And yeah, I'm drinking water out of a mug. Yeah. Probably not too much people do that, but I do.
Your shoulders. If you shot up a little bit of heroin, those problems wouldn't just go away. They would become optimistic things within your life. These problems would become like good things. You see them as a positive within your life. Heroin lasts about 8 to 10 hours if you're new to it. That come down comes around, and all of a sudden those problems come back, and they're much worse. Which makes you write really good lyrics.
Only wants a cracker. Think I should get off her.
So you get this depression, this nasty feeling that makes you more introspective, makes you have a new view on reality,
Good song,
which
good
makes you
song.
write good lyrics. That lasts for a minute, but at some point you get so addicted to this substance that
Yeah, like at the start you feel good, and then yeah, I have heard that. And then it just goes down from there as the addiction spirals out of control.
you're not writing anything because all the time you spend when you're not on the drug isn't getting more of the drug. Either that or you die. That's heroin in a nutshell. That's heroin songwriting in a nutshell. What drugs have Imagine Dragons taken? Dan Reynolds, frontman of Imagine Dragons, mentioned a period of substance abuse, partially due to falling into the sex, drugs, and rock and roll mentality. He got a cart from a high school senior. He made a Tinder account. This is where my demons hide. Heroin and music have been lovers forever.
I take it he doesn't like the Imagine Dragons lead singer?
For so long. Something can be said. Deep, depressing, fucked up songs that
He got-
come out of heroin.
Oh,
I
weed
wanted
and
to lob
alcohol?
alcohol and weed into the same thing because there's no way to study it. Fucking every musician, I'm sorry. I think 2 beers makes you not really overthink what you're doing when it comes to making a song, which is very useful. I think weed can kind of have a similar effect depending on who you are. Weed is super all over the place. I get really freaked out on weed, and I feel like the
Yeah, it is all over the place. Like, a lot of people, like when I'm on weed, they don't like a lot of people can't even tell I'm on weed. Like, I'm high right now, and and probably you guys probably can tell if I'm faded. Probably, if I'm faded, I'd probably most people I feel like would know, but like not everyone. Uh, but yeah, but I don't know. Depends on how much, but it does affect people way differently. Depends on like who you are, and yeah.
CIA or Mossad is coming to kill
But
me.
my tolerance like isn't high. My tolerance is really low. Like I will say that. Like it's like not a lot to get me faded. I would say like other people too. Like my yeah, I just got a low tolerance. So it's like if I do the same amount as someone that's smoked half as long as me, which um I'm smoking since like 2022, then I've quit and stuff like that. So I've been smoking like a year straight, but anyways, um my tolerance I would say is lower than most people. Like even people that really haven't smoked too much, um I don't need a lot, dude. Like it's a good thing, but it's also like I'm gonna lose like doesn't matter how long I smoke. Like my tolerance will obviously build up, but I'm just gonna say like I will lose a lot of weed competitions if I do those, you know. Uh
Both of those things, if you do too much of them, you're not making music. You know, it's just a matter of those things in moderation will make you not overthink, which will make better music as a whole. They can be used as tools in that way. But if you fucking overdo it on those drugs, you're not making anything. It's not going to happen. How about for the answer to this
depends
question
on who
right
you are because there's also like well he also did other stuff, but I was gonna say Juice WRLD, he did weed, but he also obviously did other stuff to keep him awake and stuff. And he did worked a lot on music. But like Snoop Dogg, there's a lot of and there's also starting to be like some CEOs that do a decent amount of weed. So like also depends on who you are, but I know some people that well not know personally, but they they get stuff done. I get stuff done on weed. So I will say it slows me down like a little bit. I'm obviously not gonna say like it doesn't slow me down, but I'm saying that um it I'll say but I also still do stuff. But I also like to do stuff when I'm high. Like I don't just like to stay home when I'm high, you know? I still like to do stuff. So that's also something that I would say I'm different that well makes me different when I'm on weed than other people because a lot of people they want to smoke weed and just like chill. Um I'm really not like that. I like to still do things. Like I'll go high, get high and want to just like walk in the woods or like go on a hike and stuff like that, you know, or skateboard. Like I like to do things a lot of times when I'm high. But anyways,
Here, they're all pretty bad. They all, I don't know, man. They're all pretty bad. Heroin makes you write depressing, fucked up, deep, good songs because you are in the worst place you've ever been in your entire life. You know, is that
Yeah.
a good trade-off? Is that worth it? Psychedelics
No.
make you write really
No.
weird music that like is cool if you're on psychedelics, but is it really worth being a total douchebag? You want to go to Peru and do ayahuasca? No. Man, have you tried mescaline? You should try mescaline. No, I'm good with a beer. Thank you. Anyway, what drug makes the best music? I mean, heroin is pretty. There's great songs that have come out of heroin
Yeah, I'd say heroin. You know,
addicts. I'm just saying it's probably that. It's probably that.
Yeah.
But it's heroin for a second if you're a functional heroin addict. And you can still write music when your only focus is getting more of that drug. That's where I'm at. I don't know. This is a goofy video.
yeah, it was kind of a goofy video, but it was a good vid. I still like it. I do like this guy. I'll probably Thunder by Imagine Dragons should be studied. You really don't like Imagine Dragons. But yeah, WVid. And thanks for watching.